Good morning, investors and traders. In today's segment, we'll be talking about Bitcoin and answering this particular question, which is, are bulls really back? Because that is the most significant question for investors and traders, and they want to know whether the price will be moving further to the upside, or will we see another leg lower in terms of Bitcoin prices, and that will be the focus of this particular segment. Now, of course, before we do that, as always, it is important for me to go through this brief disclaimer. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Very briefly about myself, I come with a wealth of 15 years of trading experience. During this time period, I have worked as a hedge fund trader with Bank of New York Mellon and as an equity trader with Bank of America, currently providing services as a chief analyst to Evertrade. Now, folks, in our last video, we did talk about the possibility of Bitcoin prices moving higher. We did talk about that Bitcoin prices are about to change their direction. If you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend you to watch that video, because all of this movement in the Bitcoin price action right on the right hand side of this here didn't really happen, and we talked about that happening well ahead of the time. And of course, guys, if you like the content of what we really do over here, please feel free to smash that like button, because it really helps us in Google's algorithms. Now, the question really is, where are we heading in terms of price action? What is the next resistance? Where is the next support? Where is the next buy opportunity? Now, when it comes to Bitcoin price action, what we really need to focus on is the three important moving averages. Firstly, it is your 200-day simple moving average, followed by that is your 100-day simple moving average, and finally your 50-day simple moving average. Now, the basic concept, as always, when it comes to these moving averages is, as long as the price continues to trade above these lines, it means that the momentum is in favor of bulls. We are likely to see more bullish momentum. As you can see from here, the price moved above these moving averages and we saw this massive rally. And over here, as you can see, when the price did move to the downside from here, we saw the prices moving to the downside massively right to over here. And now, right around this particular price level over here, we do see a shift, a change in momentum of Bitcoin price, as the price has crossed above that 50-day simple moving average. So the question really for investors and traders is, are we going to see further momentum to the upside? Well, first of all, the price has crossed above the 50-day simple moving average, which is quite positive. But what we really sort of need to see is this over here, meaning the 50-day simple moving average trading above the 100 and 100 trading above the 200. We do not have that setup yet, because 100 is trading below the 200. So yes, bulls are gaining control of the price, but the setup isn't really fully there for the bullish momentum to continue. And in addition to that, what we also need to pay attention is to the RSI. The RSI is quickly moving towards that overbought area of 70, because 70 is your overbought and 30 over here is your oversold. So the recent momentum that really happened fairly quickly, it is telling us that the price could retrace slightly after this particular momentum. But we also need to pay attention to one particular factor, that when it comes to Bitcoin price, the RSI can stay in a for a much longer period in an overbought area, as you can see from here, because we were seeing that overbought area over here, but the price sort of continued without any hesitancy to move to the upside, and that is what we could see over here again as well. Now, where is the opportunity when it comes to Bitcoin price action? That is the big question. Now, Firstly, the important resistance is really going to be coming in around that 41,000 sort of a price level. And that is where our 50-day simple moving average is also trading. So the first opportunity could be that the moment the price crosses above that 500-day simple moving average, that could be an opportunity to go long. So the moment really the price kind of crosses above that, you could take that trade, to the upside. And in terms of a stop loss for that particular price action, if you are going to take that, then you may want to put your stop loss just below the low of this particular candle or below that 37,358 sort of a price level, and taking that trade, let that trade continue. Now, in terms of our price target, because this is our resistance zone, so we need to make that into red color because our support zones are only in green, the resistance zones are in red. After that, the target that we should be kind of very much looking at in terms of a price action really is going to be somewhere around this particular price action. So that 51,000 sort of a price level is going to be what I'll be targeting the next. Of course, we could expect some resistance coming near that 200-day simple moving average, which is right around over here. So we could see the price coming, taking some, the sort of resistance coming, like the price pushing or retracing. But the momentum should continue to all the way to 50,000, especially if bulls are going to maintain its upward momentum. Now, once again, to conclude, the bulls are in control of the price because the price has crossed above that 50-day simple moving average. The next opportunity could be when the price crosses above that 50 to 100-day simple moving average. Your next resistance or target is going to be 50 to 51,000 sort of a price level. And for the RSI, we are likely to ignore it to a larger extent, but bear in mind that we could see some resistance in terms of a price action coming in around this price level. That's all for now. Remember to smash that like button and subscribe for more updates. That's all for now again, and see you guys next time.